The U.S. China trade war didn't start overnight, it was decades in the making. American leaders grew frustrated with a widening trade deficit and what they saw as China's unfair trade practices, including heavy government subsidies and forced technology transfers. U.S. companies complained of being pressured to share proprietary technology just to access the Chinese market, while cyber espionage cost the U.S. economy billions. By 2018, these tensions boiled over. The Trump administration imposed sweeping tariffs on Chinese goods, aiming to force a fairer trade relationship. This marked a sharp break from previous U.S. policy, which favored engagement. Economists and global institutions warned that a trade war between the world's two largest economies could disrupt global supply chains and raise costs for everyone. Retaliatory tariffs threatened to escalate the conflict, stifling trade and investment. The world braced for economic fallout as the stage was set for a period of profound uncertainty. The trade war was underway, and its consequences would soon ripple across the globe. The seeds of conflict had finally sprouted. China's retaliation hit American agriculture hard, targeting a sector vital to the U.S. economy and rural communities. Beijing slapped steep tariffs on soybeans, corn, pork, and more, cutting off a crucial export market. The result: crop surpluses, plummeting prices, and farm incomes at historic lows. Many family farms faced bankruptcy, and rural economies suffered as local businesses closed. The U.S. government responded with billions in aid, but critics called it a temporary fix that didn't solve the loss of the Chinese market. Beyond the financial pain, the trade war took a toll on farmers' mental health and community spirit. The crisis exposed the vulnerability of relying on a single export destination. For many, the dream of passing down the family farm was replaced by uncertainty and loss. The trade war wasn't just about economics, it struck at the heart of rural America. The fallout would force a reckoning and a search for new solutions. As the U.S. China trade war escalated, China quickly turned to South America, forging new partnerships with Brazil and Argentina. Brazil became China's top soybean supplier, while Argentina boosted exports of beef and grains. This shift redrew the global agricultural map, creating new winners and losers. American farmers lost their biggest market, while South American producers thrived. China also flexed its muscle by restricting exports of rare earth minerals, exposing U.S. dependence on critical materials. The trade war forced companies worldwide to rethink supply chains, shifting production to Southeast Asia or back to the U.S. and Mexico. These changes were costly and complex, but they highlighted the risks of overconcentration. The world's supply chains began to regionalize, seeking resilience in a fractured global economy. The trade war's impact would reshape commerce for years to come. The trade war was a wake-up call for American agriculture, exposing the dangers of relying on one market. Farmers and policymakers pivoted to diversification, seeking new buyers in Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Many farmers shifted from commodity crops to specialty and value-added products like organic grains and plant-based proteins. Technology became essential. Drones, GPS-guided tractors, and data analytics helped boost efficiency and cut costs. The push for innovation led to new opportunities in biofuels and sustainable agriculture. Genetic engineering produced crops more resilient to climate challenges. The crisis forced creativity, making American farming more dynamic and forward-thinking. The sector began to rebuild, focused on resilience and adaptability. The future of U.S. agriculture would be defined by innovation and global strategy. The U.S. China trade war left lasting scars, but also vital lessons for American agriculture. Over-reliance on a single export market proved risky. Diversification became the new priority. Policy shifted from emergency aid to long-term investment in trade promotion, infrastructure, and research. Today's farmers are global strategists, using technology and new markets to stay competitive. The survivors adapted, innovated, and built new strengths from adversity. The trade war forced the sector to confront its weaknesses and evolve. American agriculture now stands more resilient, diversified, and ready for future challenges. The fields of the heartland symbolize a new era, one defined by adaptability and global reach.